Sarah Silverman's birthday wishes to her nephew, who is currently serving the IDF, is bringing out all the haters. And we have her sister, Rabbi Susan Silverman, a friend, an amazing person. And we've had everyone on the family on live except for you. So welcome to the show, even via Skype.
Hi, Emily.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, listen, this must be just shocking to you. Here you have these beautiful children. I met Adar. He's a fabulous boy. He's 19. You have another son who's adopted, Zamir, who is 16. How did this whole thing get so out of hand?
I'm not sure how it got out of hand, except to say that there's a certain glee, I think, in hating Israel and in assuming the worst of us, or taking the worst of our country and making it into the whole of who we are, which is something that I wouldn't accept for any other nation or people.
Right. So when did this all happen? I mean, did you guys see, and did your son see the birthday message? And was it just immediate? People were responding with so much vitriol?
Yeah, so our son saw it because I saw that he responded to his auntie just saying that he loves her and thank you. But I didn't hear about the whole problem until it was covered by the news. And then I was like, wait, and I looked at Instagram.
Wow, amazing. So, the interesting thing is, so Adar, I mean, this was such a beautiful process. I mean, you and your husband, Captain Sunshine, I love just to call him Captain Sunshine. You guys are, he's bringing solar energy to Africa. I mean, you guys are so passionate. And when I, spent Shabbat at your house, you said you always knew you wanted to adopt children. It wasn't easy to, to go to Africa and bring them to Israel.
Right. I mean, there was a huge process in all of it. Our older son, came home to us when we lived in the States still, and our younger son came home just as we were making Aliyah, and he's deaf. So the combination of moving, only knowing one language that no one else in your family knows, and then having to learn English and Hebrew was a challenge, but he just rose to it so incredibly beautifully.
So what, does Sarah care? When people do this, or does she just find, the humor in everything? It's got to, if people said it, I would cry. Does she have thick skin?
Yeah, she has thick skin, but more than thick skin, she has a really, really deep heart. She's really this incredibly loving soul. And so this stuff is painful to her in the fact that it exists in the world. This kind of hatred is very sad for her and for us, but she doesn't take this personally. It doesn't weigh on her. She can't sleep or something because somebody wrote something anti-Semitic.
Right, right. She's very involved and obviously, very active. She spoke, at the Democratic Convention. She's very active on voters' rights and all of these things. Is she, but you don't hear her always being vocal about Israel per se. Is there a lot that she's doing kind of behind the scenes?
No, it's not that she's doing stuff behind the scenes. She's really interested. She asks me a lot of questions. She wants to know if things are true. She gets videos from people, especially, anti-Israel people, and says, Susie, is this true? What's going on? And I'm very interested in what's true and real about Israel. When it comes to my son being in the army, I feel like, I'm working really hard on Israel's left to move us forward in a lot of realms. But at the same time, we have to protect our country, because if we don't, we will be destroyed, completely destroyed. Yeah. So it's this balance where we want to make it a much better country. I want to end the occupation. I want to take care of the asylum seekers who are here. That's really crucial right now. I want to bring liberal Judaism to this country and liberal democracy more strongly to this country. But we can't wait to protect ourselves until those things are in place.
Managed, exactly. Now, lastly, this is also, you're very, very passionate. Again, you said that you always knew you wanted to adopt. You're also passionate with your program, Second Nurture. I mean, your heart and soul as a rabbi is not in having a shul. It's in helping, at-risk kids, and mainly older kids that don't have homes.
Right. So I have an organization called Second Nurture. Every child deserves a family and a community, and it's based in the U.S., so I'm traveling quite a bit these days. And the idea is that there are lots of people out there who are interested in adopting older, waiting children. Over 100,000 children are legally free for adoption in the U.S. Many of them are older kids, sibling groups, special needs. And people who even want to do it are hesitant because they're afraid of what it might do in their lives, that it might disrupt their lives. So what we do is we create cohorts of people to go through the process together, so that multiple families from the same communities have adopted older waiting children, and we can provide support in the context of that community.
Wow, amazing, Susan. Thank you. Come back again. We got to have the whole mishpacha together instead of individually. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. I'll see you soon.